We often think that plane crashes are catastrophic and unsurvivable events. Thanks to movies and 24/7 news channels, the enduring image of a plane crash usually involves an aircraft plummeting to the ground from 30,000 feet and obliterating everyone on board in a terrifying fireball. Thankfully, that isn't the case. In a report analyzing airline accidents from 1983 to 2000, the National Transportation Safety Board found that the survival rate of crashes was 95.7%. Sure, there are some accidents where everyone, or nearly everyone, died, but those are much rarer than you'd guess based on what you see in the news. The NTSB found that even in serious accidents where fire and substantial damage occurred, 76.6% of passengers still survived. While the odds of being involved in a plane crash may be slim, they're not zero. If it happened to you, would you know what to do to increase your chances of walking away? In today's post we're going to offer research-backed advice from Venturewoods The Survivors Club on what you can do to make it out of a plane crash alive. 1 Andahanya Punya 90 Detik Unyuk Kelur Pemahaman Ini Adalabahan Utama Unyuk Berdahan Hidup, Dan Akan Bingkai Semua Tips Lane di Posting Ini. Jika Anda telah selamat pendaratan, Anda memiliki kesempatan yang bagus untuk mendapatkan keluar dari pesawat hidup. Namun, Anda hanya memiliki 90 detik untuk melakukannya. Anda lihat, hal yang membuatnya sebagian penumpang dalam kecelakaan pesawat tidak dampak yang sebenarnya, itu adalah API yang biasanya menyelimui pesawat sesudahnya. To remember the 5-row rule. 5-row rule survive plane crash diagram illustration. A few years ago, Popular Mechanics put out an article that analyzed every commercial plane crash in the US and where survivors were sitting in each accident. The article's author concluded that in the event of a crash, the safest place to be sitting was in the back of the plane. After reading that article, I started to sit in the back of airplanes. Come to find out, Popular Mechanics' conclusion isn't well supported by expert research. 3. Read the safety card and listen to the flight attendants. Another thing you can do to overcome the normalcy bias is to read through the safety card as well as listen to the flight attendants when they give their pre-flight safety spiel. Just because you've amassed enough frequent flyer miles to circumnavigate the globe 1,000 times, you're definitely not off the hook. You may think you're justifiably confident, but you're probably complacent. In a report published a few years ago, the FAA found that frequent flyers were the least informed on what to do and most susceptible to the normalcy bias in the event of a plane crash. Rereading the safety card will remind you where the nearest exits are and what to do during a crash landing. As you read through the safety guidelines, formulate your action plan. 4. Remember the +3/-8 rule. Don't sleep. Make sure your shoes are on unsecured. If you're traveling with your wife or girlfriend, make sure she's wearing flats and not high heels. It's hard to run in stilettos. Don't drink before getting on a plane. You want to be fully present in the event of a crash. Make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened, low and tight. Go over your action plan.